this is coming down to the #1 passing area on the track at Road Atlanta into this final chicane, so you really need to make sure you get a good exit off there. Massive speed, so coming down towards turn 10, basically if we have a look at this braking zone, steep downhill run, but as you actually get closer to this corner, you will notice the braking zone once again comes back to us. The road comes back up, so it becomes an uphill braking zone as you get to the bottom. It's like a valley. It's hard to see it from this point of view, but if next time you're in game at this circuit, just put the camera over towards here in this grandstand and look back at this section, and what you'll notice is that this is a lot more uphill than what you think it is. What that means, the reason I'm saying this, is you can actually get to 100% brake pressure down here for the whole braking zone and it will not lock a tyre. As long as you are braking in a straight line, you can use massive braking force down here and brake what feels to be ridiculously late for this car. So if we have a look here, you will never see me doing this anywhere else, but 100% brake force into this braking zone and a long way into the braking zone. But the same rule does apply. As soon as I turn the wheel in, if you have 100% brake force, you will lock a tyre and the car will get unstable. So you need to trail that brake off as you turn in. Now as you're turning in, you're aiming to get about half the car across this curbing. It is easy to get an off track here though, so the same rule does apply as what I've said before. If this center of the car here, where the rain light is, if that goes past the edge of the curb here, if that center of the car goes past the edge of the inside curb, you will get an off track. That is how you judge it, and it's very critical to get this right. So you want to cut that as much as you can to straighten this chicane out, then just drive in a dead straight line towards the next chicane. Once again, short shift to third in that short shoot and just turn in across the curbing there, and then just use all the exit road, but being progressive with the throttle all the way through. You see how much progression there is. I'm not rushing, it's just nice and smooth. You want to just keep the flow up, and here I get briefly to 100% throttle, but as soon as the minute the car gets light over this crest there, I've got to lift off. There's a bad bump there, I've got to lift off over the crest. Once the car settles, I'm back on the throttle once again. Coming down the hill, it wants to wheel spin down the hill, so now I'm back off the throttle again to stop it wheel spinning, then back on. So what I'm saying here is you want to get across this, you want to drive as straight as you possibly can over this crest. The straighter you drive across here, the less wheel spin you'll get, but even driving dead straight as I was, you will notice the car will still bounce and get the wheel spin across that crest. And with the hot weather that we have with this afternoon skybox, you're always going to have this, unfortunately this week, just a lack of traction, and it'll only get worse as the race goes on for you. But it is critical to avoid the wheel spin. If you wheel spin over there lap after lap, you will absolutely fry the rear tyres and it'll just snowball after that. So make sure you're driving beneath the limit in terms of wheel spin over there to avoid ruining the rear tyres. Coming down here into the last corner, turn 12, turning in very early. See, I'm already turning in here and I'm well off the throttle, and then I'll actually lift totally off at that point there to help get it turned. You can use a little bit of curb on the inside there if you want, but once again, you will not be flat through this corner. You won't be anywhere near flat. You're looking at just above half throttle all the way through that corner right up to the exit, and be very careful not to run out of road out here. It's very easy to do. If you do run out of road, you'll get an off track. Secondly, if you run out of road and dip a left rear tyre in the grass here, it's extremely easy to spin. And once again, that wall on the right hand side of the road is very easy to hit. So just need to be wary of that one. But that's a lap at Road Atlanta. It's a really good circuit.